This is the emergency broadcast system. Stand by for further information.
I'm making this video right now because I have a very strong feeling that I need to do this. There are some terrible calamities that are going to be coming upon the United States and actually the whole world. Many people have been having dreams and visions of these events, and I'm one of those people. And I feel that if this video could even reach one person and help them understand that they have been greatly deceived on levels they might not even understand from birth, and the importance of forgiving yourself and forgiving others is extremely important, more important than anything on this earth right now. And I'm talking about materialistic things or jobs or wants, things like that, to that nature. But what I know for a fact is there are some things that are going to happen, and a lot of people, when it happens, are going to realize that or they're going to think that they wish they would have had a little bit of time to actually prepare for these events. I think it's very, very imperative that each and every one of us right now start preparing our spiritual minds and hearts, become loving, choose love, and choose forgiveness over hatred, over fear, over desire. And what I want to stress is it may not look like it right now that any of this is going to happen, but it is going to happen. And there's one thing that you can count on. Prophecy, whether you're religious or not right now, it's not really about religion, because the religions are actually all run by the one that judges you, and he doesn't like any of us. So the basic thing I wanted to get across is it's not important about a wall or about dog eat dog. If I help someone out, I won't have any money to buy this or that. And the reality of that is there are people starving to death right now. There are people going without. There are people that are hurting physically and spiritually. And that's not okay. It's really not okay. And then there are so many people that have so much and they don't realize how much they actually have. And I'll say this, by no means at all am I rich. I scrimp and scrape pennies here and there, and I live from check to check. So I know it can be hard, but think of it this way. What if it were you out there? You know, you got to look at people. They are beings. They have spirits. God created them. And people are just too quick to judge somebody because they may have gotten wrapped up in drugs, or maybe they're addicted to sex things, or maybe they're addicted to whatever. And they think that gives them the right to attack that person, because you've all been programmed that that's the way that God sees it. And It's not. It's not. He is pure love. He is not about judging, wanting us to judge one another. In fact, Jesus taught that if you are judging your brother, or if you're at odds with him, wishing bad things upon him, you're in danger of the judgment. And this judgment is real. There are people that have had near-death experiences, and when they come back, they share their experience. And I mean, it's much deeper than that, but you get a little bit of glimpse of the afterlife, and does it exist, what's going to happen, and what's not going to happen. And it's not to say, well, do what's right out of fear. Do things that are right because you want to help somebody. You want to let go of negative energies that have plagued you for so long. Maybe someone hurt you in the past or did something towards you, and you're very resentful towards them. Maybe you could let go of that and just say, I love you and I forgive you, and I hope that you find yourself and forgive yourself also. And because the greatest outcome for each and every one of us is what's important. And you just don't want to leave this world with resentment and hatred and any of those worldly things that we've all been programmed with. You just want to forgive and move on. And actually, one of the hardest things that people have to deal with is forgiving themselves. And the enemy will use all that against you. He will tell you you're not worthy enough to be forgiven. God is not going to forgive you. But the fact is, God said that He will give it to the Son, meaning each and every one of us. We will be our own judges. And when you see how righteous and beautiful and holy your Creator is, you're not going to be able to stand with Him with your shame if you're holding on to that shame, or you're dying in sin, so to speak. The greatest sin and only sin, I think, is hatred. And hatred and unforgiving or killing, that's got to be the greatest sin. If you don't have that ability to have apathy, to feel bad that maybe they did do something towards you, but you should not hold on to that negativity, but actually move forward and release it, and actually pray for them that they can get some help, because we are here to help each other. We've got a lot of things coming against us, and your fellow man, they're not the enemy. Now, some of them might be the enemy, but not the average person in the average situation. So that's what this video is about. Don't wait until it's too late to do these things. Love your family, love yourself, and most of all, love the Creator, because He loves you.